So I was just looking at this list. It was controversial things people pretend to hate.
Okay.
Oh, pretend. Okay, so people are pretending it.
Yeah.
So people are like, you almost have to say, I hate Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
But, and, it's a cool city.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to like the city
It's okay to like the city.
just because you're from another city.
But you feel like you need to say you hate Chicago.
I got no problem with that, though. It just, I mean, good. That means we won't run into each other up there, and you won't add
Need
to
more
the
room
traffic.
for me.
Yeah, you're not going to add to the traffic.
All right,
It's bad enough.
So think about this. What are some controversial things people pretend to hate? And I do have a list that.
Cats. Straight up.
Yeah, cats.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
that's a good one.
It's
That's a good
fad.
one. It's not on my list.
It's a fad.
People act like you can't love dogs and cats. You can't love all the animals. And it's so stupid. Oh, you're a cat person. You're a cat lady. Yeah,
Yeah, it's popular to not like cats because you don't know what you're talking about.
that's right.
Some of us really don't like cats.
Yeah, very few in comparison to the relative to the number of outspoken cat haters. Like, oh, cats. Like, what? You've
Right.
probably never met a cat.
Yeah. Have you ever cuddled with a cat? Have you ever had a cat bring their favorite toy to you in the night?
Maybe
and they
that's
just
what I'm
love you
missing.
so much.
Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I never cuddled with a cat.
Yeah,
There
have
you
you ever had a
go.
cat?
And then I have a
Cat
dog
cafe.
named Cat, and Cat the dog likes to cuddle with
There's
me.
a cat cafe just above the Waterfield Street in St. Charles.
Exactly. Go there.
Which I will never. More room for you, Moon.
We were just there. Yeah, that's right. Please stay away.
More-
You named your dog after a cat, and you hate cats.
Ooh.
I have a dog named after a cat, too. Simba.
Yeah, I mean from Lion King.
Simba.
We named the dog Cat kind
be
of as
ironic?
like an ironic thing.
Oh, I get it,
Really
buddy.
to confuse.
I get it.
Okay.
As a joke.
We were joking. Yeah, I got the joke.
There's some
Get on
compound.
with your list. What's happening on that list?
All right, so we'll put cats on the list.
All right.
Imagine you're at a comedy show. I get the joke. Move on.
Yeah, we have
Supposed to laugh.
We have a neighbor close to our house in our subdivision that they have a cat that they have out. It's an outside cat. And this thing, what a pain in the ass this thing is.
What does it do?
Why?
It's being a cat, and that's a pain in the
It
ass.
eats
roams.
all
it
the
roams,
rodents.
It roams, okay,
Freely.
and bothers my dogs.
That cat is just
Oh,
living, and your
no.
dogs happen to see it.
Yeah,
That's
wait a
just
second.
what's happening.
Exactly. Does it bother your dogs, or are your dogs misbehaving
My
when
dogs
they see
are
the dog?
bothered by the
Okay.
cat.
You love, don't even start with me about this because everybody loves when your animal gets kind of riled up about something because it's like a different temperament. Like whenever our
I do not love
floozy
that.
cat
I don't
like that
at
walks
all.
around our neighborhood and my cats get to the window and they start doing the yowling and the big poofy tail, I'm right there with them looking at it like, let's have this a moment.
So the cat will be out in front of my house, and the dogs will see the cat and start going nuts. We were walking the dogs the other day. The cat was lying in the middle of the street.
just lying there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
What a terrible
so,
creature.
So your dog's
Shut up,
behavior
Scott.
is the cat's fault. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if the cat
okay.
was
This
just
is
kept
sounding very
inside.
familiar.
That's
I know
right.
people like this. Oh, yeah, their behavior is other people's fault.
Right.
I didn't ask to have a cat.
What?
I didn't ask to have a cat, so why is this thing
You
roaming around
chose
my
to have
property?
you chose to have animals.
Yeah, you live
On
behind
Earth.
woods. You live behind woods where there's squirrels and rabbits.
Yeah, but that's what I know that. Like, I know there's going to be an occasional deer.
Dude.
I know there's going to be an occasional
Do you hate deer?
bunny.
Yeah, you're upset
No,
with
but
nature.
I moved to that area knowing
That there are
that's a
animals.
thing. That's a thing.
Your dogs are jealous of the cat.
Cats
They want to
included.
be free like that cat is laying in the road.
Is the cat collared? Does the cat have a collar?
I don't know. I'm trying
He's
to.
never
I'm
been
trying to
he's
think.
never been close enough. He hates this thing. Has never looked in the
Curious,
eye.
like,
Right.
if it was a wild cat,
No, we
feral
know
cat.
we know whose house it is.
so you know it belongs to someone.
Yeah.
So if a deer was in your yard and it had a collar on it,
You'd be okay.
would you be like, whose deer is this? Whose dumbass deer is pissing my dogs off? If it had little jingly, because there are people that have pet deer. I've seen
Jealous
like
of
There
those
are?
people.
Didn't what's her name?
seen-
Breakfast at Tiffany's. What's her name?
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. She
Yeah.
had a pet deer.
She did. And she would be a deer if she were an animal. Just
All
gonna
the
say.
fawns are out right now, man.
Oh, there's a lot.
They're everywhere.
So
Oh,
cute. I
yeah.
had two yesterday.
Mama came right up to our yard and was like,
Yeah, that's
"All
fine.
right,
That's
man."
fine. I know. I live next to the woods. That's going to happen.
Hunter in the chat says if it was a random dog roaming around, people would be angry. Yeah,
Good
that's,
point.
go.
that's different.
Double
Good point.
standard, baby.
Good point. That is a point for you. That
Thank
is
you,
a good
Moon.
point.
Thank you.
Dogs
Thank you, Moon.
are larger, and it's a different scenario. First of all, and if the cat's coming up
I
to you and like
disagree.
threatening you, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. That is offense. That's an offense.
I'm happy to see any and all animals. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
It's an animal lounging. And if I see a dog, hey, when's the last time you've seen a dog roaming that was just laying
Right.
and lounging?
Well,
if you saw that, if
I
that behavior
disagree.
was the same, then we could have this comparison. But what,
No,
apples and oranges.
not apples and oranges.
Like you're right, dogs and cats,
no.
quite different.
Freedom and oppression. That's what we're talking about.
We are talking about that. I'm glad you bring this
That's
up.
what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because
You're
a
right.
dog would not have to be aggressive for people to call. If you saw a dog out trotting around, going trash can to trash can, minding his own business, living his best life, because that used to be a thing. I talk about it in my act. I used to have an outside dog, and that dude was cool as hell, and nobody messed with him, and he could roam the town. No one called animal control. Those days are gone because we've humanized dogs. Cats still get to live both lives. Cats on
Apparently
your
not.
fence. If cats walking on your fence outside, they're like, "Oh, it's he shaking his fist," you know, like, "This darn cat, stop making my dogs." But that cat still's going about. But if you saw a dog just roaming around the neighborhood, somebody's either picking it up or they're calling animal control to come get it.
So let me ask you this: just because the rights of one species has been taken away, you want to take the rights for the other species away?
Not
or,
all animals are equal.
Or would you like to maybe be pro random dog?
I want
rather
equality.
than-
I agree with that. Hang on. Riz brings up a good point.
I want
because
pet equality.
I'm going to
Which
go even
direction?
further. I'm even going to go further. Let's say somebody's pet boa constrictor is in the middle of the road. It is pandemonium for the neighborhood shuts down.
Apples, oranges, and now bananas.
I'm just saying, if it's a dog in the street, a cat in the street, I'm feeding them
Andrew-
both, and they can come live with my house.
Andrew, on the instant feedback, good point. Before you say, go talk to the neighbor, this neighbor is a freaking psycho that probably could not be reasoned with anyway. So
Why? Because they have a cat.
that's right.
Because people hate cats.
Matt says loose dogs are a bigger concern because it might be hit by a car.
Well, cats as well,
So could
man.
a cat.
Yeah, a cat can too.
That's a dumb
But thankfully,
statement.
snakes can't.
Cats are car proof.
Anyway, controversial things people pretend to hate. Cats. Put it on the list.
Thank
Give
you.
me another one. We got Chicago and we got cats.
Clowns would be on there.
Clowns.
Yes,
Yes, I got clowns on the
yes.
list.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some clown hatred that's just for show.
It's very
It's
true.
just for show.
I
it's-
think of your wife, though, man. She hates clowns. She is afraid of clowns.
I think she has an apprehension. Yes,
Okay.
It was
it's
very
not a,
trendy
it's
at a
not a
certain
hate. My
point to
wife
hate
hates
Oh my
no
gosh.
one.
When Ronald McDonald used to come to Emmis and Mal worked with us, she had to leave for the day. She had to leave because she was like, I can't be in the same room with that clown.
Yeah, she's.
something.
You sure it wasn't an excuse just to go home?
It might have been. Might have been.
But I thought it was so sweet. Like, I never met and she was like, I'm terrified. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's a real thing. Like she didn't hate them at
doesn't
all.
hate
them.
She's just like, I'm a little uncomfortable.
uneasy. Yeah.
Well, if I walked to my dog and there was a clown laying in the street,
Yeah. Well, you
out.
better leave
Well,
it
if they're-
be.
yeah, feral clowns. They
I'm out of there. Feral clown, dude,
hit by cars.
all the time. They
No,
especially if he climbed in the sewer.
Clowns were, especially when the newest It movie came out.
Yes.
It was very trendy to hate clowns.
It was also very trendy to put red balloons in sewers, which I actually hope. I think that's so awesome. And please continue.
Wait, is this? Hold on. Is this, chicken egg here? Like clowns? Think about all the Rob Zombie movies. Think about what's the new one with the clown that we were talking about?
Oh,
Horrifier,
Horrifier.
Terrifier 2,
Terrifier.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, the original It. Clowns
Yeah, no,
have been
I'm
a source of evil
right.
Yes.
and mayhem for way longer
All
than
of a sudden, everybody had a clown phobia.
Yeah.
yeah, because
all
we're
of a sudden-
traumatizing each generation again, anew, with the same.
Well, it's this, it's the mask. It's a human with a mask on, so you don't know who they are. That's why it works. in
Clowns are on the
films.
list.
All right.
Spiders.
Controversial things people pretend to hate. Spiders, no, those are legit. Everybody should hate spiders.
Thank you.
I'm not going to
just
put that on
making
the
sure
list.
we're all on the same page. Burn the house down.
Spiders, yes. Everybody hates them and should hate them.
Scott, how have you not said redheads, man?
Well, I was going to say Carrot Top. Carrot Top is one that everyone
Carrot,
pretends
great
to hate.
one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one, dude.
Great one.
Yeah.
That's a
Carrot
good
Top. That's a good one.
And he's one of the funniest dudes on the planet. And everyone
Absolutely.
pretends to hate him. And it's so weird.
For no reason.
It's wild. Guy looks like you is a big Carrot Top defender.
But that's what
Wow.
clowns are. Carrot Top, like anything with red hair. It's just weird how we are the last group
Right.
of people that are still okay
Do
to
it,
hate
Scott.
on.
Hit it.
I'm like, what's
Dude,
up?
Carrot Top
it out.
sucks.
Let
We're
it
the
loose.
biggest minority on the planet.
Why?
We're most hated.
That's
I
right.
don't understand.
And you know
it.
what? These people.
I need free
do you mean
people.
by
What do you
these
mean
people?
by these
I
people?
need free things.
These people, think about I talk to my redheaded friends all the time. I go, you guys are superhuman. It takes double the anesthesia to put you out. And that is saying something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Back
we're
to
afraid
you.
of you guys.
We're a better breed. We're the perfect breed.
They can't
man.
be taken down.
Well, now we're getting into eugenics, and that's a problem.
That is problematic.
Hey, somebody.
now you're finding out why people hate you. You're talking some crazy talk.
We
Co-
finally had perfection.
Cody on
Is
the
that a
chat.
thing?
The number one answer, ding, ding, ding. Survey says Nickelback.
Yes,
Nickelback. Yeah.
100%.
Put on a hell of a show.
100%. Nickelback.
Every time somebody's
Great
like,
songs.
oh, blah, 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 Nickelback.
Sure.
I'm always like, oh yeah. What did Chad do to you?
Burn it down.
What did it do
Crank
to
it.
you?
It's a
Just
great
put
song.
out a whole bunch of
Nickelback?
singles that did really, really,
There's-
really well.
There's 4 bands I put up there: Nickelback,
Creed.
Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
Van Hagar.
Oh, you think in this town?
Maybe not this town.
Yeah, maybe not this.
Maybe
one.
not this
Everywhere
town.
I
else
was
too.
gonna say, Sammy
I-
Hagar's
But
on a
everywhere
postage
else.
stamp in St.
I've
Louis.
gotten in some not so fun screaming matches on tour buses about Van Hagar.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I mean, people are like, "Oh, dude, you can't even consider it the same band." And I was like, "Ah, okay, let's sit down and have this."
Maybe
out.
not in St. Louis.
But everywhere else.
Not over here on this side of the desk.
You're not a Van Hagar guy?
How not?
How?
Like what?
That's the good
what is it that
version.
you're throwing up that you
That's
you
the good
must
version. I
just-
deny a whole bunch of really really great songs?
I don't like
my
those.
God-given name is Rafe Lee Roth.
No, I mean, as far as lead singers go for Van Halen,
Yeah, please.
I'm a David Lee Roth girl through and through. But to deny the Van Hagar success,
Yeah.
possibly even more successful than the original Van Halen.
What? Come on.
No, I mean just based on album
You're
sales.
talking crazy.
I know.
Yes, but those album sales were built on the back of David Lee Roth. If without David Lee Roth, Van Halen is just a band playing in New Jersey somewhere.
No one's arguing that. No one's saying anything
so
about
that
that.
you get to step into a
Dude.
winning situation.
Eddie, yeah, okay, great. So what? You're still not taking away. You're still not taking away that because of that dude and because of that combination, because of those records, Eddie Van Halen and his brother and Michael got to continue playing, writing, and giving us more and
Yeah,
more
they
and
still
more.
are
How
write
is this
good songs.
How is this bad?
Okay, I
There
stand
is nothing
corrected.
bad here.
David Lee Roth absolutely wins the Van Halen Commerce Battle. And this is reported in 2015 from a thing called GuitarPlayer.com. So who knows? 57 million records worldwide versus Hagar's 27.
Oh, only 27.
golly, sorry,
Only.
27 million.
Only half.
They went diamond
That's
twice.
terrible,
It's almost
man.
10
Half
years
of
old.
Diamond Dave's totals. If you don't believe me, watch the documentary when they tried to tour together. I love it.
Oh, best of both worlds?
Loved it.
Did not go well.
Loved it.
Did not go well.
I'm
Loved
just
it.
saying.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying,
All right,
we
okay.
wouldn't even be talking about Van Halen in the same light if it weren't for that.
Somebody on the instant feedback, good one, Guy Fieri. Who
Yeah.
can hate that guy?
Yeah.
He's so much fun.
Why do people love to hate
Ridiculous
that
looking.
guy?
Because he's so ridiculous.
Because I think until you like get to know him, there's a lot of let's say high impact, offensible accessories.
Yeah, there's a comedian named Shane Torres who has a bit about what did Guy Fieri ever do to you?
Is he the one that's like, all he wants you to do is just eat unhealthy?
just
That's it.
He's
just
just
enjoy
like-
your food.
He donates pretzel makers to underprivileged schools so they can have treats in the cafeteria. And he's like, just because he looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket while drinking a Mountain Dew, like, I think it's his aesthetic.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on the back of the head.
Bowling shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
He's wearing the bowling costume at all
He
times.
dresses like everybody's uncle.
Yeah, there's a couple things.
I love that about him.
There's a couple
Me
things about his
too.
look that are suggestible that don't necessarily match where it goes eventually. So whatever.
Check out Shane Torres' bit.
I think
he
I
did
saw
it on
hilarious.
Conan. Google it. It's funny.
Candy corn. People love to hate candy corn.
Yep.
It's pretty gross.
It is gross.
I mean-
that's a winner.
Ever had it with a cashew? Tastes like a payday.
Yeah, it
Peanuts,
is.
tried
handful
that,
of peanuts.
It is
And
okay
peanuts,
in a
yeah.
mix. It's good in a mix, bad by itself.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza.
Right.
It's fine.
Cauliflower crust.
That nobody likes that.
Yeah, see,
See, everyone
There you
loves
go.
it. You'd have no
Cauliflower
clue.
crust is the ginger of
that's so
pizza
cool.
crust.
It's the perfect
oh,
crust.
man, you are just.
It's the
The
perfect crust.
ginger of
not-
Takes
pizza
twice
crust.
as long to
No,
cook
it's
it.
not the perfect crust.
what he
Actual
just said.
bread
It's
is the
quite
perfect
good.
crust.
It's quite
He
good.
just said. He just said it.
I was at Press last night.
I'm
this
sorry,
restaurant.
I can't go get past this.
Of course. Not.
Okay.
Who said that?
Of course not.
Who said that cauliflower crust is the perfect crust?
Well, he just said it's
Get
the
the
ginger.
hell outta here.
It's the ginger of crust. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought he said it was the perfect one.
Sometimes you can't tell though. A lot of
It
this
has no
gluten-free
soul.
crust is super good. Had some last night. Excellent stuff at Press.
Oh, anything vegan, any sort of match meat.
Yeah, if you're a
anything.
vegetarian, if you don't drench yourself in bacon every night, you're hated. Vegetarians, add them to the list.
I'm not going to add them to the list.
Why?
Why not? It's that's a.
They want to be on it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
match meat-
That's why people hate them, because you want to be hated.
Ask me about being vegan.
Yes.
Please.
How are you vegan?
I'm not.
Oh,
No, I'm just talking
I
about
think
your-
match meats are worthy.
Vegan people love telling you that they're vegan.
you know what else?
Yeah.
Here, math. People like want to hate on math all the time. Oh, math is just the worst class ever. Is math?
You don't think they legitimately hate it though?
I mean, I legitimately,
legit
I'm
hate
bad at it, but like, is math bad out of all the subjects? It's the worst.
It's
It's probably the best, but I'm the worst at it.
yeah.
Right. It's the most exact thing that you can learn about is numbers
true.
and how to. It's definitive. Everything else is qualitative.
I got a big one. Controversial things people pretend to hate. Pumpkin spice.
Right.
Yep.
Not me. I love it. I'm
Everyone-
a basic
Pumpkin
biatch
spice.
when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Everyone enjoys it.
Well, as soon as that.
I don't enjoy it.
Everyone.
I don't
enjoys
enjoy it.
Come on,
Why is
dude.
Waiting for it.
Everyone does.
Every fall when Starbucks rolls out
I
that
don't do it.
pumpkin
I don't
spice
do the
cold
pumpkin
brew,
spice
I'm a
thing.
little pumpkin
I don't do
slut.
it.
I don't care. I'm just there slutting it
I
up.
don't do it.
Yeah, if I could get like an aftershave that smells very, very faintly like it and use it in the fall, I'd do it. I love that smell just around me.
It's good, man. The candles, the whole thing.
It's too artificial to me.
Well, okay, so I know what you're saying. There's the artificial one and then there's the real one. Like in those pumpkin beers, you know, that we were trying. Like some of them are like, whoa, that's
Yeah, like very
candy
artificial. But
pumpkin.
if somebody's cooking with like real cinnamon and clove and the actual
yeah.
baking with pumpkin spices, like that's fine. It's the artificial stuff that I don't
Okay.
like.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I will put pumpkin spice on the controversial things people pretend to hate.
All right.
I will also put the word moist down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great word, and moist is important.
Moist. Let's also.
Now
you know
you
what?
know my
Isolate that and make a button out of it.
you know my aversion
Moist
to,
is important.
my aversion to moist foods.
Right. You have a humidity problem.
Yeah, but you also don't like super dry foods. You have a Goldilocks zone for moisture.
Yeah.
And it's small.
Yeah.
I found out it's very, very
Small.
tiny.
Yeah. But the word moist is one of those words where people pretend to really hate it. It's not the most pleasant word in the world, but it's not the worst. The worst is pustule. Everybody knows that.
Pustule. Oh man. Ugh.
Way worse than moist,
I
right?
have
Why do you hate
pustule
my
in
little
my
name?
head
Way
now,
worse.
thinking about
Pustule
it.
kind of sounds like something a vegan would eat, though.
Yes, like cake or something.
If you
Like a
didn't know, it'd be like,
crusty-
oh, this is pizza, but it's made with pustule. Mm-hmm. So
A little
it's
bit
with a balsamic
petroleum,
reduction.
plastic, and a fake flour.
Hey, you know what?
It's
I'm
yummy.
gonna say one as far as like entertainment goes. We talked about the bands. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones kicks ass, and then all the people that hate it haven't seen it.
Do people hate that
Do
though?
people
Oh,
hate it?
Yeah.
dude. Oh, yes. I got
They're
2 or
way
3
off.
friends that are like,
Oh.
Game of Thrones is trash. Dragons is so stupid.
Yeah, that's such a small
I've never seen
minority of folks.
It's pretty
That
intense.
show's huge.
I was talking about that show last night.
You can't get
at
a show-
dinner
you can't get a
about
So is
spin-off.
how
Nickelback.
it is.
I agree, but there's no Nickelback spinoff. Nobody's.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
I got one.
There's a lot of bands sounding like
Apple products.
that. Oh, right.
What is it, an iPhone?
This Android had this camera 6 months before yours.
Are you like Apple products? Oh.
I gave all my data to Google, and it's not a big deal.
I feel like that goes both ways.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like
it
Apple
does.
people.
Yeah. It does go both
I feel
ways.
like Apple people are also like, oh, where'd you get that phone? Cricket?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's like a lot of our identity is attached to our tech products.
Yeah.
It's
So
ridiculous.
you have to pretend to hate.
I'm the opposite. I'm an Apple person who
Yeah.
hates Apple. I curse it every day, and I never change.
Why's that?
It's just streamlined everything. All my jokes go to my tablet, and they go to my phone, and everything's
Oh,
connected.
you
and-
okay?
God, everything is so
tough,
easy and
man.
Well, that sucks.
integrated.
It's a lot of work.
But a lot of times it screws up,
You see how we all jumped?
crashes. See, you
to
guys
the
are the
thing?
people. You're haters.
We're just having fun,
I'm trying
man.
to bash.
It's all for the show.
I hate the Google phones though. Like when I see people with like a different phone than an Apple, I'm like, I immediately judge
For no reason.
for no reason.
You don't even know what the functionality of the Google phone or.
exactly.
Goes to show
Android.
you. It
I
goes
used
to
to have
show
a
you.
Motorola. What happened to me? I don't
Goes
know.
to
I
show you
love how
deep
people with an
rooted.
Android phone, they love to tell me that their phone is superior to mine.
Right.
It's like being vegan. You need to say it.
Yeah.
It goes to
Me
show
too.
you how deep rooted our identity is connected to our the products that we're choosing.
Well,
It's weird.
there's a thing about that too. Like, I read a book. I can't remember the book, right? One of the Simon Sinek books, but he was talking about like when the Zune came out, it was the superior product. It was
But the,
better,
But the brand wasn't there.
but they were
Now the
trying.
marketing.
The marketing was like specs. It's like this is a 85 gigahertz double watt special 89 bandwidth Zune. It can hold up to 89 gigabytes of, and then Apple was just like all your songs in your pocket, and they
That's
sold
it.
the lifestyle.
Simplified. Yeah.
And there was an inferior product. The original iPod, I think, only held like 100 songs. It was, and then the landfill's full of Zunes. Because we were all like, songs in my pocket. That sounds sexy.
Well, they say the same thing about Betamax versus VHS. Betamax was actually the
Better product.
the better product, but VHS had better marketing, and it won
That's how we do
that
it.
war.
I'm
And
gonna
it won a
I'm
lawsuit,
gonna put
right?
on the list generations. Hating boomers, hating millennials.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one too.
yep.
That's a good one
If
too.
you're not in that generation, you automatically, in quotes, hate that generation or want to think they're the worst. Stupid.
That's universal, never ending.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, we're in St. Louis, so we're kind of blind to this. But the St. Louis Cardinals, all across different parts of this country, people are like, oh, I hate the Cardinals.
Oh,
Except
say
for
the
this year.
Yankees. You could say
Except
the
for
same
this
thing.
year.
You can throw the Yankees and Cardinals in the same,
And the
Yeah, I
Patriots.
think you're right.
and the Patriots.
I think you're right.
Yep, and Cowboys.
Yeah. You throw all the sports.
I do
teams
hate
out
the
there.
Patriots.
Throw Tom Brady in there.
Yeah. Or Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady especially.
But what's the question here?
Things that,
Controversial things people pretend to hate.
so they don't actually hate it.
They don't actually.
They just pretend because
They
it's
just pretend
it's
because
cool.
it's a cool
Bandwagon
thing.
hate.
Because it's cool.
Bandwagon haters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bandwagon.
Well, I just said the Cowboys, and it reminded me of country music. Everyone pretends to hate it, but no one gives it a shot.
Country music's a good one to throw
Yeah.
on the list for sure.
It's
you're
the
right.
best music, and everyone's like, meh, it's
Yeah,
garbage.
you always go, so hey, what kind of music you listen to? Oh, I like all kinds, except for country.
Except for country.
Yeah, country.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Air fryers.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, not in my house.
Who's hating on that?
There are people that hate on air
Oh, I
fryers.
haven't come across those groups.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've
Air
been
fryers? Oh,
bragging.
No,
yeah.
I didn't know.
You got an air fryer?
Just to show the vegan hate, somebody tweeted us says, whenever I have to buy a cucumber at the grocery store, I also buy Vaseline so the cashier doesn't think I'm vegan. That's how much people
Gosh.
want to hate on vegans. What are you doing?
I'm
That's-
vegan.
That's
Oh, you're vegan?
I'm not a vegan. I'm going to put this cucumber in my. Say it out loud.
Yeah, Jared says VHS didn't win because of marketing. VHS won because it was what the porn companies used. And that could be true. I guess for a new person moving to St. Louis, somebody writes Provel cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, emos. Like,
It took a lot. Listen, it took a long time to get used to it.
I know, it's scary.
It's scary.
Scary
You're
stuff.
scared of
It's
cheese.
very
I'm
scary.
scared of new things.
Take your
We
time.
know that.
Yeah, crackers are
I'm
scary.
set in my ways.
right. Well, especially coming from New York.
I did refer to St. Louis style pizza as crap on a cracker. I did. It's fine.
You've changed?
I've changed.
Wow.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Man, I want some now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know what's annoying to me is how people, and maybe this has changed, but like I feel like marriage, and like, oh, my wife or oh, my husband. Like I feel like there was always you had to kind of throw your spouse
Oh,
under
you
the
always
bus.
got to the old ball and chain
right, the
that
ball
back
and
home.
chain. That's
Where you
silly.
can't say you actually like your spouse.
Right. And you enjoy being married and like are happy. How lame are you?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to pretend to hate being married.
Right. Oh, I hate this so much. Yeah. All this love and
All over,
support
huh?
that I have.
Yeah. that is a good one. Also, okay, here's what, just to put cap on it. Somebody wrote this one. The American versions of international cuisines. like tacos, pizza, and Chinese food, just because it's not authentic and traditional.
That's funny. My son's like starting to really like Chinese food, but like fast food, Chinese food. Like,
Panda.
yes, he loves that. And he was asking me, he's like, "Hey, how is the? You've been in China. How is the food in China? Is it like this?" And I was like, "No,
Not like
at
that,
all."
buddy.
And he was like starting to get into it, and he's like, "Man, I'm worried that if I had like authentic stuff, I wouldn't like it because I love this."
Yes.
He loves.
Love American Chinese food, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like,
Ain't
"Hey,
nothing
man,
wrong with Panda Express or
Two-
P.F. Chang's.
two different things, and you can like them both. You can not
It's
like them
okay.
both. It's just food."
Yeah, the other day I hadn't had panda in forever, and I was trying to figure out what is better than a salad but still has a ton of veggies, and you can get just grilled chicken. I'm like, oh yeah, panda.
you
They actually have a decent little thing there. You know, it's not
Good.
too unhealthy if
I
you
don't-
get the
I don't think
veggie
I've
and the
ever-
grilled stuff.
They got all these big standalone ones with drive-throughs. I don't think I've ever been. It's so weird to me because for me that's
Oh,
mall,
they're building one on
It's
Manchester.
mall food. I thought it was only mall
But
food.
there's one out there in the strip there in Chesterfield.
But yeah, I mean they all look nice. They're awesome. Some of them got those big like atrium looking windows.
Oh yeah, the one they're building. I'm sure you've passed it, Learn. Over by there used to be a Hardee's. It's by the Home Depot in Ellisville.
Good for them.
It's a standalone. It
Yeah.
looks huge.
There's like a Commerce Bank right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to be a big one.
Dang.
Would you throw
doing well.
magic? Somebody said magic. Is
Oh.
magic cool to hate?
Really?
Yeah, like Dungeons,
Doesn't like magic.
We know-
Dungeons and Dragons.
We know somebody
Yeah.
that absolutely hates it and like hates it, like
Hates magic.
gets angry. I'll tell you on the break.
Oh,
He's like,
Clownvis?
get
yeah.
out of here.
Clownvis hates it.
No, Clownvis does not hate anything.
I would say in the clown family, people hate mimes. Mm-hmm. Mimes don't get any good press.
I bet you
Well,
my
what was
kids, if I asked them what a mime was, they wouldn't
Yeah, what
know.
was the last time you were, around a mime act?
Yeah,
Right.
a Billy Crystal character.
Case in point.
I just don't think it was lucrative. They couldn't tell people, please put money over here.
Do people pretend to hate Taco Bell? I know Rafe legit hates Taco Bell.
I do.
By the way, in Taco Bell news and Paris Hilton news, she's teaming up as a spokesperson for them now. Saw that.
Taco Bell?
Yeah. So we got to really up our game.
Yeah, they got like
They do a lot of fun promotions.
their new like hotline, like line of hot things. I remember her catchphrase was
That's hot. That's hot.
I'm out.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hot.
Okay.
I don't like this whole. I'm still too mad about the LeBron Taco Tuesday thing. It's just got me bummed out.
Well,
'Cause
today
here's
is
the thing
Taco
that's-
Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday. And here's what's funny about that. LeBron James has trademarked LeBron, LJ. He has like 9 trademarks all revolving around his name and his likeness. Yet he's out here campaigning to take trademarks away from
Yeah,
people.
I don't
I'm
think
like,
it's
cool,
authentic.
Take
Mon-
LeBron away from
Money,
LeBron.
man. Money.
I don't think his Taco Tuesday
He's getting paid.
getting behind Taco Bell is it's only for his best interest. He's not really looking out for the people.
What?
He's looking out for LeBron.
Look at you go.
That
Which
happens?
is copyrighted.
Yes.